Everybody, this is Joe Cross, also known as the King of Controversy. I actually had somebody tell me today that if I was a comedian because of my wall and because of my profile and what it looks like. No, I kind of want to be extreme on my personal profile, because if you don't accept my friend request because of all the crazy stuff that you see just on my wall, well, then I don't want to talk to you anyways. But what I'm going to talk about in this video, you guys are probably familiar with them. What's up, Gerardo? What's up, Jennifer? How many of you guys have read a book by Tony Robbins, by Grant Cardone? How many of you guys have read a book by Gary V or Gary Vaynerchuk, if you guys know them? The reason why I'm doing this video specifically is because because I make so much noise online. About 4 years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, people were comparing me to Grant Cardone and Tai Lopez and Gary V. And I believe the reason why is because I'm a no BS personality, so they ultimately would put me in the category with those guys. And some people think I'm compared to a bunch of other dudes, but I think it's amazing to me. How many of you guys have read a Grant Cardone book, a Tony Robbins book, or you have read a Gary V book? Because I just, for the first time, read this book right here. Crush it. And if you guys are watching this replay, or if you guys are watching this live, comment below, I've read it, and tell me what books you've read. Or if there's anybody, what is one person out in the world that you've actually studied or read? Because I was just watching, I just read this book by Gary V. I was just watching the special on Netflix called, what's up, Joe? What's up, Gina? On I'm Not Your Guru. And I've watched tons of stuff from Grant Cardone, and I've watched tons of stuff from freaking Tai Lopez. And yes, I know who Eric Thomas is. Yeah, drop the names. If you guys have a name of a person that I'm not mentioning, Eric Thomas is another one. But I think it's amazing because the overwhelming majority and the masses have studied all these guys, right? Or look up to them and think like they're like God's gift to the world. Meanwhile, I have built businesses my whole life since I was 21, and we're going back 2001, and I've never heard of any of those guys until 2-3 years ago. Anthony Robbins, I've heard of Anthony Robbins, of course, years before that, because the guy that I worked for that eventually I sued me and I started my own company, he was like a straight hardcore Tony Robbins fan. It's even funny, I had a seminar about a year ago, and this guy gave me about 100 books, all different authors, and so I had all the books on the table, and you could buy any of the books for half price, whatever the value was. And it's so funny that not one person picked the Anthony Robbins book, which is the biggest guru. I mean, he's got about a following of about, I think if I'm not mistaken, 12 million, right? And you got to pay, like, for any of these guys that I mentioned, if you've never heard of them, you have to spend anywhere from $2 to $10 grand to just hear them speak for an hour or a couple of days in an event. And I'm thinking to myself, I have to talk about this because why is it that people are so attracted to follow and listen to these guys? And literally, like, I just read this book by Gary V, Crush It, and sorry, it was upside down. And all this book did, it was a motivational book, and it pretty much told every single person what I've been saying forever, to be on social media, but it literally made everybody that probably read this book think now they can become this next social media influencer, and they become this next social media guru. And it's like what I was telling one of my clients the other day. Every network marketer that sells a health and wellness product now thinks that they're a health coach, right? Every person that's in business now thinks they're a business coach with no backup or experience. And at this point, right? At this point, they're just literally, all this is a book to sell you something else to what he wants you to offer, right? That's all it is. And these guys are constantly online, and a lot of their content, if you guys have not caught on this yet, it's a lot of motivation, man. It's just a lot of personal development. You can make it happen. You can do it. Selling hope. Are we that much of a weak society that we are consistently needing some kind of inspiration or motivation for us to actually do something with our lives? Is that what we're at right now? It's called Crush It. Like, I meet so many people on a daily basis. Are people really that insecure that they think that after they read one of these books that they're going to become like the next superstar influencer? Like, you should watch. I study these guys just because they're in my arena, so I kind of understand what they talk about and what they say, but I have not yet to this point have got any content that I've ever believed that have ever helped me in my business. John Maxwell, boom, master of leadership. I've read books on Zig Ziglar, masters of teaching sales. I've read books by John, I said John Maxwell, right?
Yeah.
Robert Kiyosaki, I've learned tons from them. But then now, this new generation, this new world of breed of seminars and personal development and business training and coaching is just growing so fast. And now anybody with a book now is an expert. I've been part of 2 books, and I'm working on writing my first one. But the reason why I've taken forever to do it, because everybody says, oh, you got to have a book, you got to have a book. I don't need that. I didn't do this for the money, I did it for the fame. Just joking. So my point is this, is like, I want to learn from people that pay attention to these guys, what do you really get? I give so much crap to a guy on Snapchat that literally all he does is watch Grant Cardone videos all day. That's all he does. How can any man watch another man that much? That's a little weird. You know who I'm talking about. At the end of the day, what are we looking for? What are you looking for? Because all business and success comes down to a bunch of basic, simple principles. Sales, marketing, legal, right? Community, leadership, having members. Very simple. Not much more to it than that. And ain't no book gonna get you guys any further. I don't care what you tell me. I don't care what you say to me. Now, they never say the how, man. They never say the how, Pat. They give you so much personal development and motivation that you're so struck that you thought that was such valuable content. And then you got people that will get on their videos. You got people reading their books. You got people sharing their videos and talking about, oh my God, this content was so amazing. You can't even show me that anything you learned from that book that you actually implemented that did anything and any further. And you're telling me that all the biggest CEOs, the biggest multimillionaire billionaires, that their life did not change and their business didn't become successful until they went to a Tony Robbins seminar. Or they weren't going to be successful already until they went to a Grant Cardone 10X event. Come on, man. I actually reached out to Gary Vee's people. I've reached out to Grant Cardone's people and asked how much it would cost to have them speak at our event. So all these guys are accessible. As long as you got anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000, they will come speak for your group. They will come speak for your event. So they can be bought. They're here for money. They're here to get their name out there more. And everybody out here, while they're too busy paying attention to these guys and helping them build their monster brands, you're not focused on your own personal brand, your own personal agenda, your own marketing, your own freaking persona and story online. You just keep following these guys blind, hoping that one day something they say is going to get you guys more money in your pocket. You're the only person that can get more money in your pocket. You're the only person that's going to be able to build the business that you desire. All the other stuff is just noise. So turn it off, get back to work, listen to some music, drink some coffee, pick up your skirt, grab your Weibos, and let's make some money.